Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We're gonna talk about input devices. What is input? Input is any data or instruction used by a computer. But what is an input devices? So input devices translate data into form that the system unit can process. So today, I will tell you 9 common input devices that people use, either for their computers or smartphones. Right? The first one is keyboard. What is a keyboard? Keyboard is one of the primary input devices that allows users to input text into a computer or any other electronic machinery. It is a peripheral device that is the most basic way for the user to communicate with the keyboards. We have 4 types of keyboard. We have, first is traditional keyboard, second is a laptop keyboard, the third is a virtual keyboard, and fourth is a thumb keyboard. For thumb keyboards, this is an old keyboards. Thumb keyboards can be found on old phones that require the user to press instead of touch the keyboard. Right? So you have to physically touch it, not touch screen. And speaking of which, modern smartphones mostly use a virtual keyboard or touch screen keyboard. We already have 2 here. So first one is this. This is a traditional keyboard. This one I connected with a laptop, and then the second one, or the laptop keyboard, is this one. See this? This is the laptop keyboard. Okay. Next is mouse. The second one is mouse. This is a mouse, not the live mouse, the one that running around on the floor. What is a mouse? What is a mouse? So mouse is a handheld hardware input device that controls a cursor in a GUI and can move and select text, icons, files, and folders. Right? We have 3 types of a mouse, but the one of these 3 is technically a mouse. So the 2 types of mouse that people are familiar with are the optical and wireless mouse. The other one, touchpad, is technically a mouse because it also provides the same purposes as the other mouse that look like a mouse. Right? Optical mouse emits and senses light to detect movement. Right? Wireless mouse are battery operated and uses radio waves. Touchpad can usually be found on a laptop. And luckily, I have all 3 types of these mouse. So the first one is this one. So the first one is this one, right? So this is a gaming mouse. This is the first one. Okay, get that out. And then the second one is touchpad, which is this on laptop. So touchpad can only be found on laptops, right? Like I said before. So this is touchpads. And the third one, I think. So luckily last week, or for a few weeks ago, I won a photography contest, and one of the prize is this one, a Logitech wireless mouse. So this is wireless mouse look like. It doesn't have a mouse. It doesn't have a mouse. I'm sorry. It doesn't have a wires. Right, and you can put battery in this. So this is wireless mouse. The third one is trackball. So what is trackball? Right, trackball is a pointing device consisting of a ball held by a socket containing sensor to detect the rotation of the ball. Large trackballs are common on CAD workstation for easy precision. CAD or CAD, computer aided design, is a computer technology that allows designers, engineers, and architects to design products and documents. And also, it can be used to produce 2D and 3D diagrams that can be rotated and viewed from any angle. So, trackball is basically a mouse, but it has a ball on that mouse, and this is specifically used for like architects, right, designers that requires to do that 3D things, right? So that is the function of trackball. And then we have light pen, right? Light pen is a pointing device which is used to select a display menu item or draw pictures on the monitor screen, right? If you are a designer or an artist, right, this is the device that you might actually use to create an art virtually, not by canvas, virtually, right? It allows the user to point to display objects or draw on the screen in a similar way to a touch screen, but with a greater positional accuracy. Usually used on tablet or handwriting recognition software such as Simple OCR and Abby Fine Reader. The next one is touch screen. Well, you already know what a touch screen is. It is really common nowadays and usually on smartphones or mobile devices. There are some laptops that use a touch screen as their screen as well. So this one is a touch screen. See? This is the touch screen. Okay. Then we have modem. Right? Most people might not know what modem is, as same as the trackball before, but to make it easier, Wi-Fi is also a modem as well. Modem is a network device that both modulates and demodulates analog carrier signal that calls sine waves for encoding and decoding digital information for processing. Now, access to the internet more commonly take place using high-speed broadband modems, or most of the people here call Wi-Fi. So that is modem. Next one is scanner. A scanner is a device that capture image from photographic prints, posters, magazine pages, and similar source for computer editing and display. This also means that printing machines have a scanner, right, in them that can make them scan and print data in a computer. And so I don't have scanner, but I will show you what scanner is in the video. Next one is microphone. Whether you are good or an awful singer, right, or you didn't even know anything about singing, you do know what a microphone is, right? So there might be a confusion that the microphone is an output devices, but no. Microphone is an input device. Speaker is an output device, right? It is not only singers, like motivational speakers, teachers in a big hall full of students, even live streamers use a microphone to make their voice louder and clearer to the audience. And then finally is a barcode reader. Right? A barcode reader is a optical scanner that can read printed barcodes, decode the data contained in the barcode, and send the data to a computer. Right? Scanner is also in a barcode reader. Right? Barcode readers can usually be found in a supermarket at the cashier section. So that's it only for me. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Adi Fitri bin Muhammad Fazli, and now I will continue to present about input device. First, I will tell about digital camera. Second, digitizer. Third, MICR. Fourth, MSC. Fifth, key to this, 6 graphic tablet, 7 OCR, 8 OMR, and last voice recognition. Okay, digital camera. Digital camera is a camera that stores the pictures and video it take in electronic format instead of to film. The picture is Sony DSCW800 digital camera, and it show an example of a typical digital camera. The advantages of digital camera is the LCD screen can show photos and videos after they've been taken, which allows you to delete the photos if you do not like the result or show other people. And then a digital camera can store hundreds of pictures instead of only up to 36 pictures. Digital camera pictures can be developed, but you can pick and choose what pictures to develop instead of having to develop a full roll of film with pictures you don't want. It's much smaller and can easily to be carried in your pocket or purse. Next is digitizer. Digitizer is an input device which converts analog information into digital form. Digitizer can convert a signal from the television or camera into a series of numbers that could be stored in a computer. They can be used by the computer to create a picture or whatever the camera had been pointed at. Digitizer, also known as tablet or graphic tablet, because it has same function, which is convert graphics and pictorial data into binary inputs. A graphic tablet as digitizer is used for doing fine work of drawing and image manipulation application. And third is magnetic ink card reader, MICR. MICR input device is generally used in banks because of a large number of checks to be processed every day. The bank's code number and check number are printed on the checks with a special type of ink that contains particles of magnetic materials that are machine readable. MICR also process a reading. It's called magnetic ink character recognition. The main advantage of MICR is that it is fast and less error prone. Next is magnetic strip reader, MSR. A magnetic card reader is a device that can retrieve stored information from a magnetic card, either by holding the card next to the device or swiping the card through a slot in the device. The picture is an example of a magnetic card reader and a good example of the type of card reader you will see at most retail stores. Plus, key to this also as an input device. Key to this is a type of key entry that store data on a computer disk storage device. Unlike key to tape entry, key to this entry permits fast access to the data on a random basis without taking time to load a magnetic tape or waiting for the availability of a tape drive. Key to this entry is preferable when the mainframe is in a remote location, because this stored data can be easily transmitted to the mainframe via satellite or communications cable. In addition, graphic tablets. It's alternatively referred to as a drawing tablet and pen tablet. A graphic tablet is a hardware input device that enables an artist to draw a sketch digitally using a pen or stylus. They are helpful because they provide a more natural and precise feel than a standard computer mouse. The picture to the left shows an example of a full crayon H950p graphic tablet with PW100 pen. Similar to an artist's drawing with a pencil and paper, a user draws on a graphic tablet with a stylus. The computer will convert the drawing stroke into digital form, displaying them on the computer screen. The graphic tablets can also be used to capture users' signature. This use is similar to the signature pads found at many retail stores, where you will write your signature after using a credit card to make a purchase. Next, optical character reader (OCR). OCR is an input device used to read a printed text. OCR scan the text optically character by character, convert them into a machine-readable code and store the text on the system memory. Optical mark recognition (OMR). OMR is a special type of optical scanner used to recognize the type of mark made by pen or pencil. It is used where one out of a few alternatives is to be selected and marked. It is specially used for checking the answer sheet of examination having multiple choice questions. OMR allows for the processing of hundreds of thousands of physical documents per hour. For example, students may recall taking tests or survey where they fill in bubbles on paper, as shown in the picture right with pencil. Once the form had been complete, a teacher or teacher's assist would feed the cards into a system that grades or gathers information from them. And last is voice recognition system. It is the ability of a machine or program to receive and interpret dictation or to understand and carry out spoken commands. Voice recognition systems enable consumers to interact with technology simply by speaking to it, then enable hands-free requests, reminders, and other simple tasks. The advantage of voice recognition system is it can do a multitask by speaking directly to their software like Google Home, Amazon Alexa, or other voice recognition technology. And second, by using machine learning and sophisticated algorithm, voice recognition technology can quickly turn your spoken word into written text. Alright, that's all from me. Thank you.
Hai, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Farid bin Barudin from class 80110 So I will present about output devices, which is from 3D printer until projector. So this video I take from YouTube about output device.
In this video, we are going to learn more about output devices. In a computer, an output device is typically a hardware element which converts computer output into human readable form. Let's look at some common output devices. Speakers or headphones are most commonly used to listen to songs and sounds in a computer. They are connected to the sound card and convert electric current to sound format. Monitor or screen is the most common form of computer output. We can watch movies, play games, and see all commands we type through the keyboard. The picture on the monitor is actually made with thousands of tiny dots called as pixels. There are different types of monitors. Earlier, cathode ray monitor or CRT monitor was used. The screen is coated with chemical called phosphor, and an electron gun fires electrons on these dots, which glows to give the colors. They were very large in size and consumed a lot of power. Nowadays, flat panel display is more common. A projector is used to magnify the computer screen and project it on a large flat surface. They are used in movies and meetings to ensure large number of people can see the screen. A plotter is used to create drawings on paper. There are pen plotters which are electromechanical device and it moves on paper to create output. There are also photo plotters which use fiber optics technology to draw an image on paper. A printer takes electronic data from computer and generates a hard copy of it. There are two types of printers, impact printers and non-impact printers. Example of impact printer is dot matrix printer where there is mechanical contact between the printer head and paper. Non-impact printers are of many kinds including laser printer, inkjet printer, thermal printer, etc. As there is no contact, they are faster, cost-effective and are of better quality. Most common printers are inkjet printer that prints a stream of quick drying ink on paper. Laser printer uses laser technology to print on paper. Nowadays there are also 3D printers which create a physical object of material such as plastic, metal, etc.
The first of the output device is 3D printer. 3D printer created by Charles Hall in 1984. It is creates for a physical object. The construction of the three-dimensional object from a CAD model or a digital 3D model. 3D printing techniques were considered suitable only for the production of functional or aesthetic prototypes. Advantage of 3D printing is the ability to produce very complex shapes. Second is Braille embosser. A Braille embosser is an impact printer that renders text as tactile Braille cell. Using Braille translation software, a document can be embossed with relative ease. This makes Braille production efficient and cost-effective. Blind users tend to call other printers ink printers to distinguish them from their Braille counterparts. Braille, Braille embossers usually need special Braille paper, which is thicker and more expensive than normal paper. Third is Braille reader. Braille reader, or also called as Braille display, is an electronic device that allows a blind person to read the text displayed on a computer monitor. The computer sends the text to the output device where it is converted to Braille and displayed by raising rounded pins through a flat surface on the machine. Next, flat panel, sometimes abbreviated as FPD. A flat panel display is a thin screen display found on all portable computers and is the new standard for desktop computers. Flat panel display use liquid crystal display (LCD) or light emitting diode (LED) technology to make them much lighter and thinner compared to a traditional monitor. GPS. GPS or Global Positioning Systems is a network of satellites that help users determine a location on Earth. The GPS does not require the user to transmit any data and it operates independently. Headphones. Headphones give sound output from the computer. They are like speakers, except they are worn on the ears, so only one person can hear the output at the time. Headphones let a single user listen to an audio source privately, also known as ear speakers or earphones. Headphones connect to a signal source such as audio amplifier, radio, CD player, portable media player, mobile phone, and and so on. Next, computer output microfilm (COM). Computer output microfilm is a process for copying data from storage media on a computer onto microfilm. It is a blending of the computer microphotography and electronic. This process is faster than printing on paper, and the information produced is more accessible and occupies less space than paper reports. And monitor, known as screen or display screen, and present visual image of text and graphics. There are three types of monitor, which is liquid crystal display (LCD), light emitting diode (LED), and organic light emitting diode (OLED). Curve monitor. Curve monitors has a concave screen that provide better viewing angles near the edge of the screen. Basically, it used by high-end gamers because it can give a better viewing angle. So it can produce the game more realistic. Plotter. Plotter is a computer hardware device look like a printers. Plotter are used to produce a hard copy of schematic and other similar application. A plotter can be used to produce high quality, accurate, A3 size or bigger drawings. So advantage of plotter, they are accurate and can produce far larger printouts than standard printers. But the disadvantage of plotters is slow and relatively expensive compared to printers. They cannot print raster or photographic image, and they can only fill solid block of color using closely hatched line. Printer. Printer produce output on paper, hard copy, or on other print key media. The two type of printer are impact and non-impact printers. Okay, impact printers. Impact printers is a printing device have a direct impact on the paper. The printers are reasonably fast, in, inexpensive, and can produce both text and graphic. They also accommodate various paper size, but however, it's little bit noisy. Non-impact printers, they use a printing technique similar to that used in a photocopying machine. The print quality is high, but more expensive than impact printers. So, impact printers, dot matrix printers, a type of printer that produce characters and illustration by striking pins against and link ribbon to print closely spaced dots in the appropriate shapes. The advantage of dot matrix printer, it can print to multi-page form and can operate in harsh environment. The disadvantage is the quality of printing is low and it can be quite noisy. Non-impact printers, there are two types, which is laser printers and inkjet printers. Laser printers, similar way to photocopies, and use laser beam to produce image. The advantage, more expensive than inkjet printers, and the advantage is quite fast and produce high quality of printout. Oh, maybe I inkjet printers. Color ink can be sprayed onto paper to form the character or graphic image. The advantage is inexpensive and can produce high quality photography. Disadvantage, the printing speed is slow compared to a laser printer. And the last one is projector. Projector is an output device that can take image generated by a computer. Projector reproduce them on a large flat, usually light color surface. They are used in meeting to help ensure that all participants can view the information being presented. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Adam Daniel bin Shahruddin. I study at University Technology Mara, Campus Jengke, and I'm taking in Diploma Planting Industry Management. My matrix number is 2020497734. Now, I would like to make a video presentation about output device. I want to talk about what component that have in output device and the function of it. First is sound card. What is sound card? A sound card is an optional component that converts the digital signal your computer outputs for sounds and translate it into an analog signal for your headphone or speakers. The main function of a sound card is to play audio, usually music, with varying formats, monophonic, stereophonic, various multiple speaker setup, and degrees of control. The source may be a CD or DVD, a file stream audio, or any external source connected to a sound card input. Audio may be recorded. The disadvantage of sound card is that their presence can crowd a computer or clutter a workstation. In addition to the space taken up by the sound card themselves, each sound unit has a set of headphone or output speakers that also take up room. Second is speakers. Speakers is an output hardware device that connects to a computer to generate sounds. The signal used to produce the sound that comes from a computer speaker is created by the computer sound card. The advantage in using speaker is everyone in the room can hear the output from the computer. Help create an atmosphere or ambience to accompany a presentation. Speaker also help blind people to use the computer because text can be converted into sounds. The disadvantage using speaker is the output from speakers can disturb others who are trying to work. High quality external speakers can be expensive. The third one is speech generating device or SGD. The function of SGD is device that allow the user to communicate with a computer rather than with another person. Software that allows a computer or other electronic device to generate audible verbal speech. Speech generating device SGD are handheld electronic devices that play pre-recorded words or phrase when the user touch a switch or press button or keys. Some devices speak words as the words are typed on a keyboard. Speech generating devices are specialized devices used only for communication. The advantage using this SGD is that the device allows the individual to say and play with words, which help the process of acquiring new words and language. In addition, pairing the communicated word with voice output may help the child with the auditory processing of spoken language. TV. The function of TV is a system for transmitting visual image and sounds that are reproduced on screens, chiefly used to broadcast programs for entertainment, information, and education. The television set has become a commonplace in many households, business, and institutions. Why TV is important? It is because television is a fantastic educational tool. It broadens knowledge of different cultures, promotes tolerance and global understanding of international issues. Through current affairs, discover lifestyle cooking show and children's program, television encourage scientific and cultural curiosity. The disadvantage of TV is sex, crime, and violence are frequently depicted on television and may have negative effect on impressionable children. Watching too much television is not good for your health. The last one is television make us antisocial, taking the place of family and friends. Video card. A video card, also called a graphic card, display card, graphics adapter, or display adapter, is an expansion card which generates a feed of output image to a display device, such as computer monitor. The function of video card is the video card is an expansion card that allows the computer to send graphical information to a video display device such as a monitor, TV, or projector. The disadvantage using a video card is more expensive. Laptops with graphic cards always command a stiffer price than a laptop with only integrated graphics. Second is more power consumption. With graphic cards, a laptop can consume more energy. Buzzers. The buzzers is a sounding device that can convert audio signals into sound signals. It is usually powered by DC voltage. It is widely used in alarms, computers, printers, and other electronic products as sound device. There are two types of piezo buzzers: transducer and indicators. Transducer consists of a casing, a piezoceramic element, and a terminal. In order to operate a transducer, the user must send a square wave signal to the buzzer. Motors. In computer programming, an engine is a program that performs a core or essential function for other programs. Engines are used in operating system, subsystem, or application programs to coordinate the overall operation of other programs. Because computers control the electrical current, brushless DC motors can achieve much more precise motion control. Because of all these advantages, brushless DC motors are often used in modern devices where low noise and low heat are required, especially in devices that run continuously. Switch output. A switch is a device in a computer network that connects other devices together. Multiple data cables are plugged into a switch to enable communication between different network devices. The main function of switch output is used for making and breaking of electric current in a circuit. It is used to turn on and turn off daily use equipment like television, washing machine, fan, light. A switch can be used in series and parallel circuits. Lights. In most computers, one will be the power light. The system has power and is on. And the other will be drive access light. There can be other light, Bluetooth, and Wi-Fi. Why lightning is important? Lightning that is not appropriate for computer work is a major factor in visual discomforts, such as eye strain, burning or itchy eyes, etch and blur or double vision. Lightning should be inadequate for you to see the text and the screen, but not so bright as to cause glare or discomfort. The last one is mechanical device. For example, like a robot arm. A serial robot arm can be described as a chain of links that are moved by joints which are actuated by motors. An end effector, also called a robot hand, can be attached to the end of the chain. As other robotic mechanisms, robot arms are typically classified in terms of the number of degrees of freedom. The function of a robot arm is the robotic arm is used for multiple industrial applications, from welding, material handling, and thermal spraying. The painting and drilling, the robotic technology also provides human-like dexterity in a variety of environments. The advantage of robot arm is robotic arms help companies improve their production capacity. Robots are mechanical and do not require breaks and can work the whole day. They do not get sick or call in absence. In addition, they work faster and more accurately than any human worker. That's all from me. I'm Muhammad Adam Daniel. Want to say thank you because give me a chance to make this video presentation. Thank you and goodbye. Assalamualaikum.